Remember that shiny new smartphone you just have? The one you couldn't wait to get your hands on with all the latest features and sleek design? The one with the incredible camera and lightning-fast processor? It felt like you were holding a piece of the future. Now think back to a year later. That same device, once the pinnacle of technology, now seems to struggle with the simplest tasks. Does it feel slower? Is the battery draining faster than a thirsty camel in the desert? It's almost as if the phone has aged a decade in just 12 months. And don't even get me started on those essential software updates that seem to do more harm than good. Each update promises improvements, but often leaves you with a device that feels more sluggish and less reliable. We've all been there. That feeling of frustration when a perfectly good device starts to sputter and die, leaving you wondering if it's time to upgrade yet again, forcing us to shell out our hard-earned cash for a replacement. It's a cycle that seems never-ending, draining our wallets and our patience. But what if I told you this wasn't an accident? What if the decline in performance was by design, a calculated move to keep you coming back for more? What if it was all part of a grand plan, a strategy employed by manufacturers to ensure a steady stream of revenue by making your device obsolete sooner than necessary? Welcome to the sinister world of planned obsolescence, a world where your smartphone's death is not just a random event, but a meticulously orchestrated endgame designed to keep you spending. Planned obsolescence is a dirty little secret that corporations don't want you to know about. It's a strategy where companies design products with a limited lifespan, ensuring that they will fail or become outdated after a certain period. This forces consumers to purchase new products more frequently, driving up sales and profits for these companies. It's the practice of intentionally designing products with a limited lifespan, often by using subpar materials or components that are prone to failure. This isn't just about natural wear and tear, it's a calculated move to ensure that products don't last as long as they could. Forcing consumers to replace them prematurely is not only frustrating but also costly. Imagine buying a smartphone that you expect to last for several years, only to find it malfunctioning after just one or two. This cycle of constant replacement is not only a financial burden but also an environmental one, contributing to the growing problem of electronic waste. Imagine a car company designing their vehicles to break down after a certain number of miles. Sounds outrageous, right? Yet this is the reality we face with many of our everyday gadgets and appliances. The idea that a product is built to fail is not just a conspiracy theory, it's a business model. Well, that's exactly what's happening with our tech. From smartphones to laptops and even household appliances, many products are designed with planned obsolescence in mind. This means that after a certain period, they are more likely to break down or become obsolete, pushing you to buy the latest model. This isn't about products wearing out naturally. It's about a deliberate strategy to limit the lifespan of products. Companies are making conscious decisions to use cheaper materials and components that are more likely to fail, ensuring that consumers will need to replace them sooner rather than later. This is about companies deliberately choosing cheaper materials, limiting repair options, and making it difficult or impossible for consumers to fix their own devices. By doing so, they ensure that when something goes wrong, the only viable option is to buy a new product. And it's not just about hardware. Companies are also pushing software updates that cripple older devices, making them slow and inefficient. This forces consumers to upgrade to newer models, even if their current device is still functional. All to keep us trapped on the upgrade treadmill, endlessly buying the new and improved model. This cycle of planned obsolescence benefits corporations at the expense of consumers and the environment. Endlessly buying the new and improved model may seem exciting at first, but it's a never-ending cycle that leaves us constantly spending money and generating waste. It's time to demand better from the companies we support and push for products that are built to last. Remember when Apple admitted to slowing down older iPhones? They claimed it was to preserve battery life, but many saw it as a blatant attempt to push users towards newer models. And let's not forget printer manufacturers who design their cartridges with chip lockouts, rendering them useless even with ink still sloshing around inside. These are just two examples in a sea of planned obsolescence. From fast fashion clothing that falls apart after a few washes to coffee makers with irreplaceable parts, we're surrounded by products designed to fail. This isn't just an inconvenience, it's a systemic problem with far-reaching consequences. The engineering of our technological demise. Planned obsolescence isn't some accidental byproduct of capitalism. It's a carefully calculated strategy, woven into the very fabric of product design. Companies use a variety of tactics to ensure their products become obsolete on schedule. They use cheap, low-quality components designed to degrade over time. They glue and solder parts together, making repairs difficult or impossible. And then there's the software. Those essential updates? Often packed with hidden code that slows down older devices, pushing you towards that shiny new upgrade. The message is clear: buy, consume, replace. Repeat. If you found this information valuable, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest content. Profiting from our frustration, the ugly truth. The motivation behind planned obsolescence is as old as capitalism itself: profit. By ensuring their products become obsolete, companies create a constant demand for new replacements. It's a cynical business model that treats consumers like walking wallets, ready to be emptied every few years. This relentless cycle of consumption lines the pockets of corporations while leaving consumers frustrated and financially drained. It's a rigged game where the house always wins every single time. A world drowning in e-waste, the unseen cost. The consequences of planned obsolescence extend far beyond our wallets. Every discarded smartphone, laptop, and coffee maker ends up in a landfill, contributing to the ever-growing problem of electronic waste. These e-waste dumps are toxic time bombs, leaching hazardous materials into the environment and poisoning communities. And let's not forget the human cost. The mining of rare earth minerals used in our devices often involves exploitative labor practices in developing countries. Planned obsolescence isn't just bad for our wallets, it's bad for the planet and its people. Fighting back, reclaiming our tech and our future. We don't have to accept planned obsolescence as the status quo. For too long we've been conditioned to believe that our devices are disposable, that when something breaks, it's time to buy new. But this mindset is not only costly to us as consumers but also to our planet. We have the power to fight back and demand better from the companies we support. Imagine a world where products are built to last, where companies take responsibility for the longevity of their goods. This isn't just a dream, it's a possibility within our reach. We can start by supporting companies that prioritize durability and repairability. Look for brands that offer warranties, provide spare parts, and encourage repairs. These companies are out there, and they need our support to thrive. Look for products with readily available replacement parts and clear instructions for repair. Vote with your wallet. Every purchase we make sends a message. By choosing products that are designed to be fixed, we tell manufacturers that we value sustainability and long-term use. Choose to repair instead of replace whenever possible. Repairing not only saves money, but also reduces waste and conserves resources. There are countless tutorials and guides available online to help you fix almost anything. And when you do buy new, invest in quality products designed to last. Finally, raise your voice. Advocate for change by joining movements and organizations that push for the right to repair and sustainable practices. Contact your elected officials and demand legislation that holds corporations accountable for planned obsolescence. Laws can be changed, and policies can be implemented to ensure that companies prioritize the longevity and repairability of their products. The future of our tech, our planet, and our wallets depends on it. Together, we can create a sustainable future where technology serves us, not the other way around. Let's reclaim our tech and our future.